Trump's 90-day Caribbean countdown, Special Forces position for Maduro capture operation. October 6-12, 2025 marked the most intensive phase of President Donald Trump's covert military operation against Venezuela's narco-dictatorship, as classified intelligence revealed that 90 days remain to execute what Pentagon sources codenamed Operation Caribbean Freedom. The countdown began September 30th when Trump called off all diplomatic outreach to Nicolas Maduro, paving the way for unprecedented military escalation. The operation's scope became evident October 7th when the USS Gettysburg Aegis cruiser was spotted escorting the Special Operations mothership MV Ocean Trader just 126 kilometers off Venezuela's coast. The sustained presence of this high-power naval combination indicates a dedicated operational window for intelligence gathering and potential covert strikes against key Venezuelan targets. Trump's strategy centers on capturing Maduro and his inner circle, including Vice President Delcy Rodriguez, Interior Minister Diosdado Cabello, and Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez. Intelligence sources confirm that $50 million bounties remain active for information leading to their capture, with the State Department classifying them as fugitives from American justice. The military buildup has reached unprecedented levels. October 8th satellite imagery confirmed 10,000 U.S. troops now deployed across the Caribbean, concentrated primarily at expanded bases in Puerto Rico. The force includes 10 F-35B Lightning II stealth fighters from Marine Fighter Attack Squadron 225, operating from the reactivated Roosevelt Roads Naval Station in Ceiba. Most significantly, October 8th reconnaissance revealed 4 MH-6 Little Bird helicopters, the signature aircraft of Army Special Operations Raiders, positioned off Trinidad and Tobago, less than 10 nautical miles from Venezuelan shores. These aircraft, capable of inserting elite teams for high-value target capture missions, represent the most aggressive positioning of U.S. Special Forces since the failed 2020 Operation Gideon. The 90-day operational timeline emerged from Trump's September 29th ultimatum to Maduro during their final phone conversation. According to sources familiar with the call, Trump warned that Venezuela had one last chance to surrender power voluntarily before facing complete military action. The December deadline coincides with Venezuela's planned military parade, when Maduro and his leadership would be most vulnerable to simultaneous capture operations. Colombia has emerged as the primary staging ground for U.S. training operations. October 10th confirmed that American Special Forces are conducting joint exercises with Colombian military units at 3 classified locations along the Venezuelan border. These exercises focus on rapid insertion techniques, urban warfare, and high-value target extraction, skills essential for simultaneous raids on multiple Venezuelan leadership compounds. The operational intelligence picture reveals extensive surveillance of Venezuelan leadership movements. October 9th intercepts showed U.S. P-8A Poseidon Maritime Patrol aircraft conducting round-the-clock surveillance missions, mapping communication networks and tracking security details for Maduro's inner circle. Venezuela's response has been dramatic. October 11th marked the activation of Maduro's 90-day emergency decree, mobilizing 4.5 million militia members alongside regular armed forces. Venezuelan Defense Minister Padrino Lopez warned that mobile air defense systems and concrete barriers were being positioned to counter American strikes. The human cost of Trump's campaign continues mounting. Since September 2nd, U.S. forces have destroyed 5 Venezuelan vessels, killing 25 people in what the administration characterizes as anti-narcotics operations. The October 3rd strike alone killed 4 individuals aboard a vessel the Pentagon claimed was carrying significant quantities of drugs, though no evidence has been provided to Congress. International pressure is intensifying. October 9th, UN Assistant Secretary General Miroslav Jencha warned the Security Council that the escalation poses mounting risks to regional peace. Venezuela formally requested an emergency UN session, with Foreign Minister Ivan Gil stating that intelligence confirmed an armed attack by the United States may occur in the very near future. The operation's success depends on simultaneous strikes across multiple targets. Intelligence suggests 3 primary objectives: capturing Maduro from the Miraflores presidential palace, securing Diosdado Cabello from CBIN headquarters, and neutralizing military command centers at Fort Tuna. Each location has been mapped using advanced surveillance, with Pentagon sources confirming bunker-busting capabilities are positioned for underground facilities. Trump's political calculations are equally strategic. Success in capturing Maduro would demonstrate decisive leadership ahead of his 2028 re-election campaign, while liberating Venezuela would unlock massive oil reserves currently controlled by the dictatorship. The president has privately told advisors that freeing Venezuela would be his greatest foreign policy achievement. Regional allies remain divided. While Guyana and Trinidad have provided intelligence cooperation, Brazil and Mexico have warned against military intervention. Colombian President Gustavo Petro faces domestic pressure with his military supporting U.S. training operations, while his government publicly advocates for diplomatic solutions. As the 90-day countdown enters its final phase, both sides prepare for what could become the most significant military confrontation in the Western Hemisphere since the 1989 Panama invasion. Trump's determination to capture Maduro and restore democratic governance to Venezuela has set the stage for a decisive showdown that will reshape Latin American geopolitics. The next 60 days will determine whether Operation Caribbean Freedom achieves its objectives of liberating 28 million Venezuelans from dictatorship, or escalates into a broader regional conflict with unpredictable consequences.